16 children, one house, and neighbors who lived next door for 4 years and never knew a single child was inside. When investigators finally opened that door, one official said the smell alone will stay with him for the rest of his life. It happened almost by accident. In rural Vinton County, Ohio, one of the poorest, least populated counties in the state, deputies and state investigators arrived at a small home on an unrelated search warrant. They weren't looking for children. But when they searched the property, they found 16 of them, ranging from 18 months old to 18 years old, hidden inside. According to officials, the children had been confined to a single room, roughly 12 feet by 12 feet, for as long as 4 years. The floor, investigators said, was covered in human waste. One official put it bluntly, livestock on nearby farms lived in better conditions than these children. Some of the children were in such severe medical distress, they had to be airlifted to a trauma center. Officials described the scene as something out of a famine relief broadcast, malnourished children with a hollow, distant look. One of the children, believed to be 18 years old, was described by investigators as developmentally unable to even spell her own name. There were no school records for any of the 16 children, no medical records. As far as the outside world was concerned, these children didn't exist. 4 adults lived in the home, believed to be 2 parents and 2 grandparents. All 4 now face 17 felony counts of child endangerment, with investigators saying more charges are likely as the case unfolds. Officials noted the family had moved frequently over the years, through several counties, and even briefly out of state, before settling in this house 4 years ago. And in a strange twist, one of the adults reportedly had a history of receiving assistance at a local aid pantry, visiting far more often than the program allowed, always anxious, always alone. Investigators say neighbors had no idea children were living in the home at all. The property sat near a set of railroad tracks, surrounded by overgrown brush, isolated enough that 16 children could be kept indoors, unseen, for years. Legal experts say this is itself a form of neglect. Children need sunlight, movement, and interaction with the outside world. Being hidden away entirely, they say, causes damage that goes far beyond the physical. Prosecutors will now face a difficult task, piecing together testimony from children who may have experienced malnutrition severe enough to affect memory and cognitive development. Legal analysts say investigators will likely try to determine which adult bears the least responsibility, in hopes of securing testimony against the others. Each of the second-degree felony charges could carry 8 to 12 years in prison, and if charges are added or run consecutively, the adults involved could be facing decades behind bars. Tonight, all 16 children are finally receiving medical care, and the search is underway to find them safe, permanent homes. The 4 adults remain behind bars on $300,000 bail each. As for how 16 children went unnoticed for 4 years, right under a community's nose, that question may take a long time to fully answer.